welcome to TBS. Today we're going to talk about Meghan Markle. It's hard to do this reading, obviously, because I already have a bias against her. Who doesn't? She seems like a horrible person. But I'm going to try to see what the cards say about her. Harry will probably come into it too. But she's such a strong presence, and her personality is so, dare I say, odious, that she's probably going to take over the reading anyway, and us ladies want to know more about her probably, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't know how many of you follow the royal family. I probably started in 95, 94. I was in grade school, and in high school, when Diana died, when she was murdered. Everyone knows that now. But we didn't then. We really did blame the paparazzi, and we mourned for her like she was our own, even though we were over here. She's a really pivotal figure, and it makes sense that Harry would want to pick a strong person who had some of the traits that his mom did. It's just so unexpected that he picked someone like Meghan. And I think that all of us know who are watching this that she pretty much went after him and pretty much wanted him and was going to do everything she could to get him. A lot like Nicole Kessinger and Chris Watts. Let's do a past, present, future on her right now so I can start off correctly. Interesting. Okay. How odd. So, this is saying that early in life, her hopes were dashed by her family, that she started to search for money in any way that she could that wasn't illegal. She wanted to have a better life than she had started with, and prove to everyone she wasn't trash. And she started for herself a life of fighting others for what they have to get what she wants. And that's something that never works out in the end. We can obviously see that there's a lot of strife, and there's a lot of going after things that it seems like a really big good idea. But the problem is that it causes problems also. Let's do it again. Okay, so we get tens of wands again. So this is showing that she is the straw that broke the camel's back. She's just too much for us to deal with as a public, and she's too much for the royal family to deal with when they're becoming less and less relevant to the political state of the world. She wants to be the star. She wants to be, in her mind, the hope that people can see in America and join with England. But underneath of that, really, she's surrendering to her number one desire, which is to have fame, money, and a way to have people see that she's not trash. Okay, so this is saying that she's using every single tool that she has to be who she wants to be at this point. And this is saying that she wanted her son to be a messenger and ambassador of peace, but the problem is that everyone's thinking about when the queen dies. They don't have time for her and her son. They need to do things correctly in their mind, and she's pretty much just ruining everything. She's the fly in the ointment. I want to see what she's thinking more right now with her and Harry. So this is saying that she just moved, which they did. She thinks they're soulmates and that they work together to get stuff done. She has a lot of willpower, but he also has willpower, and sometimes they don't see eye to eye, obviously. She's poor and he's rich, and it's kind of a not equal thing because she doesn't really understand what it's like to be him, obviously. And he's regretting a bit what he did with her. They celebrate now. Oh, this is better than I thought, I guess. This is saying that what they build over here will actually be pretty good. And they will become more famous over here, and over time will start to be on their side. I don't know if she'll be betrayed or she'll betray him. I can't tell that right now. Let's see. A betrayal of love. Okay, so I guess this is, well, I still don't know. Okay, I think this is saying that Kate is going to out her and betray her to show who she really is to the public. And it seems like, why do that? Who cares? She just cares about money. But actually, Meghan will be doing things behind the scenes that are really tricky. And everyone knows in the royal family, but we don't know. And I guess she'll try to save her own kingdom and her family by somehow, through a video or something weird, which you never expect Kate would do, to expose Meghan. Because she wants Harry to come back to the family just like the brother does. William's just sick of all this. Yeah, so William and Harry are both Knight of Swords. William really misses his brother. He wants him to come back to the family so they can continue on the way that their generations always have. And right now, William is left dealing with all the infighting, and he's supposed to be getting ready to be king, but unfortunately, Harry's problems are hurting William. Does Harry know this? Harry's the hermit right now, and he's realizing a bunch of things because he's alone for the first time since he's been in the military, away from his family. Meghan's been trying to control him, so he's been kind of far for a while, but out of the physical presence. I think this is just going to say there'll be strife between him and Meghan, and she'll love bomb him and make him feel like a man, so to speak, so that he keeps his mind off of bad things he's thinking about, and he won't exactly see it as what it is. He'll think, oh, she really cares about me. Now this is really interesting. Okay, this is how Harry sees himself. He sees himself as the king also. He has a little secret light of his own to have the throne and at least help William he's mad secretly. Well, he tells Meghan that he doesn't get to be the crowned, he's not even really the crowned prince at this point. He just wants to have power and to be a military type king, which is what he knows he'd be good at doing. The problem is he has a lot of vices, like drinking a lot, that will make him unsafe for the kind of Britain that the UK wants right now. But he wants to go back to the old times. And Meghan really likes that about him and is really proud of him. And they both think that they can just... She thinks that at the end of all this, she'll be a landed woman who'll have a bunch of stuff that she wants. And even if he's dead, she'll be happy. And he thinks in his mind that even if Meghan's not there, if he gets to be the king, then his life will be complete. So they're both looking towards the future, and the love they have is slightly circumstantial. This is showing that he's being a fool. She's trying to control him by telling him her truth and being harsh, just like the Queen does. They actually have a lot in common, more than her and Di. And this is showing the rest that he may start to do things like go on military trips just to get away from it all, and Meghan will be left here in America. The rest of the cards don't seem to match the three that said that they'll set up shop here and we'll really like them. Let's ask again. Okay. Yeah, it says that she'll become like a Kim Kardashian figure. We'll watch everything she does about shopping and everything. And it's not right because she shouldn't be in the position she's in, but she'll be all we have at that point because Harry will be busy doing other things and he'll start to cheat on her soon when he goes on these excursions. Okay, this is showing that Kate and William will start to try to show, as soon as Harry starts to pull away from Meg a bit, they're going to try and get him back by showing love to him and not talking against Meghan, but just being there for him. Their silence will be the judgment. And this is talking about how it's a judgment on Harry's marriage, but it also is a judgment that he and William used to be best friends and used to be soulmates, as in partners. Well, I don't exactly know what these two mean. Let's see. There's fighting, I guess. Well, I'm kind of confused right now, but let's see. So it says, who's the emperor and who's the king of coins? They see the other as the other. You know what I'm saying? So the emperor is William, but he sees his brother as caring about money right now because of Meghan and just being shallow. And then he is seeing, Harry thinks he's the emperor, and he's thinking that William's being a pansy and only caring about the economy. It's a hard reading, friends. Okay, This is just saying that there'll come a day when the House of Windsor gets what they want, which is justice over Meghan, and they all come back together again and have a good time. And oddly enough, Meg will not be totally heinous about dealing with custody battles. Because whatever she has over here, she'll like, I guess. And Harry will go back to being the passionate person in public that he was. Ooh. He'll come back penniless. But unfortunately, Harry will have gone on a track of self-destruction, and by the time he comes back, his desires will have kind of overcome him, and he will be addicted to drinking, and he'll be a bit of an annoyance and a problem. William is just happy, though, that he's back, and no matter what embarrassments Harry will do when he's older, he'll still be William's best friend. And that will leave Meghan out in the cold, wondering what her future and status will be. And here in America, she knows that if she is temperate and has a good agent to the public, that she'll be able to parlay whatever she has here into a Kardashian-like justice-seeking, quote-unquote, public persona. As long as she has options, she'll still survive because she is a magician, and she'll lose everything and turn to religion at some point. A point when most people don't care about following her anymore. And she'll become what she calls a champion of justice. So we'll pretty much never really get rid of her. She'll always be in the spotlight now, but she'll take a back seat over time. And she's really... It's true that she's writing this for a certain reason, so that she doesn't have to work a regular job, so that she can be famous as she is now. It isn't right to judge someone for wanting to better their life. The problem with her is just that she does it so calculatingly and so coldly, and she steps on other people to get what she wants, and uses them, so that's why no one really likes her. The Kardashians, they're probably the same exact way, but for some reason their personalities are warm and they tell jokes and they show emotion, so people care about them more than her. And what's sad is that really all she is a reality star in a way. She's not what Harry wanted. He thought she was a breath of fresh air, but that's not what's going on. Yeah, over time he'll start to feel like he's giving to her all the time, and he'll just want out. He'll have apathy for her, and she'll feel regret, obviously. But she'll also know that she did the best she could to get where she is, and she's not going to let it go. This says they'll have 2 sons, which probably they're going to be horrible hellions. Maybe good at something. Maybe William will help. Maybe one will die. Okay, they'll just be like Harry. They'll just be kind of medium. There'll be secrets that will come out in the end. There'll be a force after the Queen dies, probably Kate, who is in charge of keeping everything safe and good. And William will be known as the King of Cups, meaning the King of Love, the person who cares about the country and everyone loves him. So there's going to be secrets in a royal family always. And Meghan is one of the ones that wanted to expose them, but because the family wants Harry to stay, but they want her gone. So the fact that they moved over here right now and are hiding out in Canada, it's actually kind of part of the plan, because he'll be isolated from them and get sick of it, and they think hopefully he'll come home and leave her there. And that's essentially what will happen over time. And the Queen isn't going to be able to live long enough to see all of this get finished, but William will try to do the best he can to be like his mom and to ask his dad how to do things the right way, and he'll keep doing it, and he'll one of his daughters will take the throne, not the sons. So this kind of became about the royal family, not about Meg, but it shows that maybe it's just trying to say that Meg isn't really that important. It's hard to look at her because I think she looks horrible. I hate her outfits. I hate how she looks. I just can't stand her. But I know a lot of people feel that way. But it's because of her calculation. Even though having a monarchy doesn't make sense in some ways it does. And there's a lot of things that Harry could do with the right person. Because he married her, he's out of the equation until she's gone. Because the crown cannot trust him, because she will be secreting things and saving information to use for her own advantage. I heard someone say that she wants to be the queen, and so she might do bad things to get it. I could see that happening, let's ask, but it's not going to happen, but I could see her wanting to do that. So this is saying that her willpower to get what she wants and to also play it safe to make sure she stays where she is in some kind of power role is she sees the truth now that she cannot usurp anybody over there. She's not as powerful as she thought she was, and she's going to just do the best she can now to hold on to Harry. In her way, she does love him, but it's just that it's not enough and they are not suited. So this has been TBS. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll find out more about the Suzanne case, and I'll be able to do some more readings on that. Thank you for watching.